Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here. We're sweating. It's hot. It's probably 90 degrees in this lovely garage. But we're going to come out here. We're going to do this video for you guys because we love you guys. So here we go.
So if you're new, this is Linda. I am Cameron. We're going to go over what's sold in our online store. Though Linda's been complaining about the heat, what we actually do out here is resell. So we buy stuff at garage sales, thrift stores, and estate sales, and we flip it online for a profit. We use our garage as a storage and packing center. Most of the time of the year, it's actually pretty nice out here. Maybe a little cool. Linda even has a little jacket she throws on when it gets cold. But every once in a while it gets hot during the summer and it becomes a bit of a burden. So we got to get this out. We do wait till the evening to pack, so it's a little bit better, but it's still hot. Probably I would say we have another few weeks, months of this, and then it should cool off. So let's get into it. How do we do first?
We had 20 sales across 2 different platforms for just around $6.60.
Another great quantity and dollar amount starting off the week. So we're very happy with that, getting rid of a lot of things. And our other platforms are performing better than usual. Mercari's doing the best.
Yeah.
This sold today on Mercari.
This is Lionel Fast Track. This is how many?
I don't know. It's
One.
like 10 straight, 8. No, 7? 7. 10-inch straight tracks.
Straight
That's
tracks.
what it is, yes.
And those sold for $45 plus shipping on Mercari.
We just sold the train, the Lionel Polar Express train that went with it. I spent $90 on everything, but I'm parting it out. The train sold for $135, just the engine. This sold for $45, whatever, plus shipping. And then I got another set of track going out, the transformer going out, the train cars, bunch of different stuff. So I'm guessing probably somewhere around $350 in sales when it's all done.
Then to start us off on eBay, we've got a pair of Nike Youth girls Team Hustle Quicks.
They look cool.
And those
but they're not worth much.
Sold for $20 shipped.
I think they were like $2, so we won't do too well on those.
Then
Next.
Mary Queen of Scots Blu-ray sealed, sold for almost $13 shipped. Then while we were at the bin store, picked up these Mechanics Daily Time and Job tickets. There's 250 count in each one, sold for $35
Well,
shipped.
250 in total.
Oh, 250 total.
Yes.
Then we got an AC/DC men's tank top, 2XL, sold for $22 and some change.
It's a newer one, guys, but it was like $3 at a thrift store. I just thought it looked cool and it's in really good shape, and it still sold pretty quickly.
There you go. Then we got a Bose remote control, the Cinemate, sold for $35 and some change.
We parted out this Bose unit. If you can tell a theme here, I part things out. Bought the whole Bose unit for $20, sold the little receiver piece or whatever it was for I think $40 or something like that, and then we sold for $37, and we have more parts to sell. So.
Then we got a B6 AC RC battery charger, sold for $37 and some change. Then a pair of vintage Robert Rake spares. We've got George and Gracie on this adorable little bench, and they sold for $24.50 shipped.
Oh, they're in love.
So these are the bears that have the wood faces.
Yeah, those are what the circus bears are. They're the same thing.
Did those come with the circus bears?
No, these were something I got separate.
So that's cool. Next up, we've got a new Yonsei Korean 1/1 English version with the CD, sold for $18 and some
You're doing
change.
good on your Korean.
I know, I'm trying. Then we have Oddworld Stranger's Wrath for Xbox, sold for almost $10 shipped. There we go. Then this next person purchased Shadow of the Colossus for PS2 and 1080 degree snowboarding for N64. The Shadow one we got in Camp 2023.
I think that one sold for $17. I don't know, whatever this sold for.
I don't know. Came to a total of just under $34.
So probably around $16, $17 as well.
Then we got a pair of SAS Tripad Comfort Free black leather women's shoes. Sold for $30 shipped.
SAS used to go crazy good. It slowed down a little bit, but $30 still. If you could find a pair of used shoes for a few bucks, might be worth it.
Next up, we got this pair of Vans. These are a kid size 13, creepy zombie feet going on those. Sold for $29 and some change.
These are $3, so really good deal. Soles are in really good shape. It's weird because the tops you can tell have been worn a little bit, but the soles look like just perfect. So.
Then we've got a pair of 7 for All Mankind women's jeans.
The A pocket. Everybody's got to have it.
Sold for $28.50. And then
Those
we
were
got
$5.
a Polo Ralph Lauren baseball cap, all black, sold for $30 shipped.
$30 for this, which is pretty good. It's a newer one. It's not like vintage or anything. Got it for $1.
Crazy.
It was dirty. Got it cleaned up. Looks nice. Boom, sold.
Then I found Eve at Savers. and she sold for 23 and some change.
She is from Wall-E, which is a very good movie.
I love that movie.
Very good movie.
Then we have the Bible Story, the complete hardcover book set with volumes 1 through 10, sold for $80 shipped.
That was $10 at an estate sale, $1 a book.
Cool. Then the $700 manual buy, a Honda Civic 01 sealed, sold for $45 shipped.
And on this Bible Story, guys, there's a couple different like years, so let's look different. This is the glossy one, but there's other ones that have like a non-glossy cover. All of the Bible Story that I've ever bought that look similar to this will sell if you have the whole set. So I think people like the glossy the best. I think it's the newest one, but the other ones still sell too.
All right. Then we have a Cloud Island unicorn baby security blanket. She sold for almost $10
Or a
shipped.
unicorn, as some people say.
Unicorns.
My son says unicorn.
Unicorn.
He also says
Yeti.
meteor for middle.
Medium.
Medium. I mean, yeah. He's like, I want a meteor. And I'm like, no, it's medium. And he goes, meteor. And then what was it? Oh, Yeti.
Yeti.
He's adorable.
And last but not least, we have this Danbury Mint 1994 Church of the Trinity model from a church in Moscow, Russia. Sold for $50 shipped.
This one is damaged. It's missing a piece here, and all these are kind of a little rough. It's listed in there. I got them for $7 a piece at an estate sale. We sold 2 or 3 so far. I think 3.
I know I've packed 2.
And I think I may have packed 1.
Yeah.
And I think we had 5 in total, so this is our 4th one, I think, and we have 1 to go.
Cool.
I think everyone is sold for at least $45 or more. So we sold some for like 90 or 80, so pretty cool. And that's
it.
That's all we got. A lot for Linda to pack up here. It's getting hot. We'll see you guys in a second with what sells on Tuesday, so stay tuned. Sales for Tuesday, how did we do?
We had 9 sales on our main platform, eBay, for just actually $345.
$345? Pretty good. We will take it. Let's get into it and go over what sold.
First up, we have this vintage Shure 55 microphone.
I think it's like a house, like there's no microphone.
Yeah, it's the little cutesy part to put on to make it look like those vintage ones.
Well, I think it says vintage, I think, so.
Yeah, and that is sold for $53 shipped.
Yeah, pretty good. Came in a little bulk buy from my main source. Next.
Then we have Disney's Sing It game with the microphone, sold for $27 and some change.
Very nice on that.
Eric Clapton, A Life in the Blues on paperback songbook, sold for $12 shipped. Picked it up at our local library. It's a used bookstore.
I think that was $2.
Then we have a Cuisinart Smart Power pitcher with the lid, sold for $33.50. Gotta be careful with that one, it's made of glass.
Yeah, that was a little heavy, but for $33, she'll be able to ship it probably for $10 to $14.
Then we have a Ring doorbell chime box tested, sold for $20 shipped. Then a 1982 Las Palmas Junior High from LA yearbook, sold for $37.50.
We haven't sold a yearbook in a minute.
No.
Sometimes we go through spouts where we sell them all the time. This one was took a little while, but I like to pick them up for a couple bucks, list them, and just wait and see what happens.
There you go. Then Solar Striker for Game Boy, sold for $14 and some change. Then a pair of Air Jordan 7 Retros, the Olympic alternate, and those sold for $58.50, going eBay International.
They have a little bit of wear to them. They're not in perfect shape, but
yeah,
at least they're out of here.
Then last but not least, we have this programmable universal home theater remote with the cool little screen on it, which is crazy.
Doesn't work though.
Oh, and that's sold for $15 shipped for parts repair.
Yeah, I think it's like a $30 remote or something like that. If it works, maybe $35, $40.
And it is going actually to a repeat buyer.
It just the screen goes white when you turn it on, and someone said that it's an issue. These screens just die on these, so I don't know. I saw it, picked it up for $1, thinking if it did work, it was good money, but it didn't work. So at least we got a few bucks out of it, and we'll see you guys in a second with what. Oh, we sold something last night, did we? Yes, I feel like we did. Oh, a golf club. A Pinfire putter sold for $35 shipped. So that also sold, and we packed it up and got it out of here. We'll see you in a second with what sells on Wednesday. Sales for Wednesday, how did we do?
We have 15 sales across 2 different platforms for, in case you didn't know how to count to 2, for just around $560.
Very great day, and again, one of our other platforms paying off for us. It's been great. I've been cross-posting quite a bit though, more than normal with Bendu, so it's paying off.
Thanks, Bendu. We really appreciate you, and hopefully you appreciate us.
Anyways, let's go ahead. First items from Poshmark.
On Poshmark, we got this pair of men's Hoka One Rincon Ironman running shoes.
That's kind of cool with the little
I would think it was like a sunset.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like that orange yellowish. But these were, I think, $8 while we were on vacation, and they sold for
$65 ship.
They definitely were used. The bottoms have some marks, but there's still a lot of life left. And sometimes Hoka's will still sell even when they're a little bit more worn than maybe other shoes. People seem to really like them. Next
up, we got this pair of Pumas. They're toddlers, hot pink sport shoes, and those sold for 22 and some change.
22.
Then
like for $5, I think.
Stargate seasons 1 through 10, the complete DVD series. We got 10 of those, and that sold for $65 shipped.
I want to say I spent 15 or 20 for the whole set. So happy to see it go. There's also 2 extra DVDs in there, I think, too, that are like bonuses. DVDs. So there we go. Then, this is the biggest. This is a great sale, but it's also the biggest disappointment of today. So first we'll go over what it is. Linda?
This is a Nito Robotics original. It's parts and the refresh kit for their D4 through 10. We picked it up at our local bin store, and it sold for $45 shipped.
It was on 7 off. It's on $7 day, not 7 off. $7. And Linda took us there. We don't usually go on $7 day because we don't find a lot of stuff we find is not worth paying $7 for. But we found a few things.
11 to be exact.
Yeah, some of them were personal. Some of them were stuff to help with the business, and I think there were like 4 or 5 to sell. But yeah, I saw 3 or 4 of these in the bins, and I didn't look them up towards the end. I was like, well, I don't know. I don't think it's probably worth anything. I don't know why. Usually I look up everything that I think it might be, and then we're getting ready to leave, and I look I'm like, let me just scan this, and nothing popped up, and then I typed it in, all of a sudden, boom, $45, and I'm like, crap. And they were closing. The store was closing.
They were literally like,
they're like, get out of here.
To get out.
And so I had like, there was a little line, so I was kind of, I went down like 1 or 2 rows. I'm like, where were they? Where did I see them at? And I couldn't find them, and then I had to leave because they called us again. So what I really should have done was went back later that week, the next day, or had Linda go back and say, hey, if you can find these, and they're going to pay, well, even if they're 6 or 5 or whatever, they're going to be better deal now, because that sold in about a few weeks for that price. I'm sure the price will drop a little bit if more people come on the listing, but still, this might go first class, maybe, but either way, even if it was $30, 7 into 30, and if I got multi-quantity, I'm okay with that. So kind of a bummer I didn't get more. Next
up, we got this pair of Sanuk
These are kind of cute little Sanuk
canvas slip-on shoes, size 9, sold for 14 and some change.
I think those were $2.
Then we got this set of Grey's Anatomy active scrub pants, size extra small petite.
There's 4 of them in here.
Yeah, 4 of them in there, different colors: pink, navy blue, forest green, and black.
They were $1 a piece at a garage. I bought 15 scrubs. Mostly Grey's Anatomy, 1 figs for $15. Great deal.
And this set sold for $56 shipped.
So we're right in the profit. And we sold one for 15 or 16 by itself.
Yeah. Then we have a 1984 Mattel Barbie doll. This is Ken Day to Night. He's a rare vintage Barbie doll, and he sold for $54 shipped.
He was $10, so 10 into 54, awesome deal. And then this is crazy. None of you would probably believe this would be worth so much.
As you can see, it's an adorable little blue octopus.
Who doesn't want an octopus? And what would you pay for this if you were a Lego collector? If you guessed
$80 shipped.
Then you would be right.
This is a Lego octopus. He is the light blue with a marbled look, glow in the dark octopus. He is from set 6086. Not sure what
I just got him in a bag of Legos for $2, $2 or $3. My source was like, hey, $2 or $3. And there were some minifigs, and I saw this, but I'm like, or I saw some pieces. I don't even know if I saw this, but I saw some other pieces. But I mainly bought it for the minifigs because there were some Batman ones, which they haven't even sold yet. And then I pulled this guy. I'm like, I've never seen an octopus that looks like that before. Let me just Google Lens it, and then boom, paid off. $80.
There you go.
That was an offer to watchers. Very cool.
Then we got this set of Brother daisy wheel lift-off correction tapes. Yep. And that sold for almost $11 shipped.
I already sold the typer and everything, so getting that was great just to make some extra money.
Then this pair of Juicy Couture black rhinestone faux fur slippers, size 9, sold for $40 shipped.
I think those were $5.
Then a pair of dough hooks for the Oster Regency Kitchen Center, sold for $11 shipped. Then the DVD 200 buy, we've got Are You Being Served Again?
We sold an Are You Being Served one time.
Mm-hmm. We had 2 of these.
Oh.
And that sold for 10 and some change.
Cool.
Then we got an Apple wireless keyboard, sold for $24 shipped in the box. And last but not, just kidding. Then we got a 6-pack of the Summer's Eve freshening spray, again, sold for $20 shipped. And last but not least, the Moody Blues, A Night at Red Rocks, sold for 10 and some change.
So that's it, guys. Pretty good day here. Definitely not anything too crazy for Linda to pack up. Good variety. Happy with it. Had Poshmark come through, and hopefully we'll have some more sales.
Trying to compete with Mercari because of the sale yesterday.
Mercari's still leading the way lately.
Yeah.
Posh last year did a little better than Mercari total quantity. I think Mercari average sale price was a little bit better. The Facebook Marketplace came in last. Not very good. But right now Mercari's doing a little bit better. Sales for Thursday. How did we do?
We had 18 sales on our main platform, eBay, for just around $600.
Pretty good day. I will say there was one day this week we sold a bat. After, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, we sold a baseball bat. It's sold for like $24, not a whole lot. Wasn't that great, but did sell. So I'll put the screenshot up if I remember. Let's get into it. First item.
It's underneath the
There it is.
First item, we've got this Maxell 100 megabyte zip disk, sealed from way back in our beginning listings in the old apartment, and that's sold for $5.94.
That's not a whole lot. Just happy to see it go. I don't know what just popped up on my phone, but.
Then we sold a lot of Harry Potter Polly Pocket set kind of looking things. So there's Hogwarts, there's Hogwarts Castle, Hagrid's hut, there's some trains, lots of figures. It's really cool looking, and I've never seen anything like it, honestly.
Well, you know what Polly Pockets are, right?
Yeah, I have Polly Pockets, but that...
I forgot what the Mad Max has some similar ones, like little toys like that.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, was that scorpion thing the one time we sold? Okay.
Yeah, so they're kind of similar sets. Polly Pocket was generally the one for girls, but anybody could play with them. Mad Max for the boys. But Harry Potter one, these are from the 2000s, so around when Harry Potter was coming out, I believe. Got these all from my source for $40 for a whole box. I came with those, and it also came with the basilisk or whatever, the little snake toy, and a couple other Harry Potter items. This sold in like 2 days, full price sale.
$225 shipped.
Knew it was a good buy when I saw it. I'm like, oh, these are good. It's got a lot of little figures. When I seen it, but what I reckon is, no, but it's $225. Probably will cost $30 to ship, something like that, because it's a pretty good sized bag. And we're gonna have to bubble wrap everything. But yeah, very happy. So that was a good one. Even better than that.
Not really. Super Mario Bros. For NES sold for 26 and some change. Then we've got Jack's Pacific brand SpongeBob SquarePants plug and play. It's kind of weird because you play with his nose.
But it does work. I tested it on the TV. It came in a big bunch of toys we got.
And it sold for $20 shipped.
I think it's a drop shipper on that one too.
Yeah, just the way they said it.
Yeah.
Then we got a pair of Levi's 501s, 3232, sold for $50 shipped to a repeat buyer.
I think these are the right ones. Yeah, X501XX. So, yep. Those were $5. Sold for $50. Very nice. Repeat buyer, too.
Yeah, repeat buyer on that.
That's weird.
Then one of our favorite video game buyers got Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit for PS1 for 11 and some change.
Yeah, I think they're a drop shipper for video games. When we say one of our regulars, I think they're either drop shipping on us or they're buying to resell on Amazon, probably.
Well, it always goes to the same address.
But maybe they're buying to ship them into Amazon. Yeah. Like if they see ours go on sale and they can sell it for better, they'll pick it up. It just seems weird because they buy such a variety. Yeah. I don't think it's a collector.
No.
And they bought multiple of the same game before.
Then we've got some vintage Ralph Lauren denims, 4x31. That's weird.
It's a women's size 4. The inseam's 31 inches.
Oh, gotcha. So, okay. So for 25 and some change. Yeah. Then we have 10 packs of the Delta Airlines economy earbuds, all brand new. This person actually bought 2 sets of 10.
Oh, I only grabbed one. I grabbed another one. We have a whole box full of these. Got them for. Awesome. I have two huge cases full. This is like our third one to sell now.
Yeah.
So
they purchased those 2 for $22.
It says minimal packaging.
Yeah, they just want us to do a low waste shipping.
Well, they can just go in a box together. We don't have to
Amazon's dropped it off to me in a package like that, so.
No, we'll put it in a box, probably with no padding, no bubble wrap or anything. I think if you put 2 of them in, I'm not going to ship these like this. They'd get broken.
Then we got Super Bomberman for Nintendo Switch.
Just a case.
Just a case, sold for $10 ship. Then this one is a vintage piece right here, or at least it's been sitting in the sun.
It's yellow.
This is a Nintendo DS Guitar Hero accessory kit for like to put on your stickers and
From
stuff.
2008, so it's not even that old.
No, but it's very yellowed, and that sold for $15 shipped.
Probably was sitting in a swap meet for a minute.
Yeah. Then we have a March Air Force Base trucker hat, sold for $13
Very
shipped.
cool hat with the. This is a really bad picture because it's an old picture.
Oh, that's on the white things,
Yeah, that's
right?
very old, almost as old as that
We
Bonnie
bought
thing.
those science boards, the tripod science board.
Granted, this was
and
like
that's what Cameron used as his white
this was
background.
like 7 or 8 years ago. It's a different
Yeah.
time. But anyways, this is a very cool hat. I think this is awesome.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty
it's
cool.
March Air Force Base, so it did sell. It took a best off for 13. Happy to see it go.
Then a $700 manual buy, an 03 Honda Element SUV 4-wheel drive
Very
supplement,
thin.
sold for $17.50 shipped. Then the Carpetbaggers on DVD, picked it up at Savers for 10 and some change. Then a lot of 2 Victoria's Secret sports bras, sold for $27 shipped.
You know me, I know about women's fashion. These were at a garage sale, and she had Nike ones, and I'm like, oh man. And it was the mom, I guess, or whatever. She was selling stuff for her daughter, and I'm like, oh, and she goes, would your wife want those? And I'm like, no, not really. She goes, well, I'm like, how much are they? She goes, $1 a piece or $2 a piece. So I couldn't pass them up because they were the same size, a lot bigger, and they sold. It's always weird buying bras. Like I can buy like.
I wear every size.
Yeah. People have asked me before, and especially early on when I first was doing it, I'd be like, oh, those are for my wife. I know that's really a lie and it's not good, but at the same time, you don't want to seem like a weirdo, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm a little better now about reselling, so yeah. But anyways.
Then we have a Trisonic 60-minute corn-shaped timer.
For those who
sold
have the corn decorated kitchen.
for $17 shipped. Then we got the Holy Bible with the red words, sold for $23
It's
shipped.
a giant print one. Usually giant prints do pretty well, especially in a nice quality Bible like this.
Then Scooby-Doo for a Game Boy, sold
Where
for
are you?
almost $10
Scooby-Doo?
shipped.
How can you do it? Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo.
No. Scooby-Doo?
Oh, no.
No. It sounds good when he does it. But
Then...
I've seen the movie.
I hope so. Last but not least, from Dusk Till Dawn series, 4-film collection, sold for 11 and some change. Pick that up at Savers.
2 Savers DVDs. Granted, I probably paid about $2, so these didn't do that well. So, that's all we got right now, guys. We will see you in the next video with what sells this weekend. Bye-bye.